All right, welcome to Absolute Superman. So last time he was captured by Ra's al Ghul and Braniac. Trying to stop them, he wouldn't kill Peacemaker, and instead he saved him because it goes against what he wanted to do, and he wants to break tradition. So let's hop in. For the crime of ambition, we find the L's guilty. For the crime of third-degree descent, we find the L's guilty. For the crime of illegal use of science, we find the L's guilty. So they're all on trial, and they're just being guilty for a bunch of stuff. Usually what everybody thinks they're doing, hey, these guys are crazy. They keep lying and saying that the world's going to explode, blah, 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 blah. And then the lady looks at him. For the misdemeanor of being an orphan, the Science League hereby sentences you to 20 years in the Phantom Zone orphanage. So the question remains, how did we get here? And then we see Superman go to hell with you guys as he's being taken under, as he explodes a bunch of energy out of him. Tell me you're making progress. Beautiful, blood-drenched progress. And we see Superman is actually under tests by Braniac. Superman has just mentally murdered the entire ruling class of his home planet for the 575th time in the last 6 hours. Once we've reached 3,000, I believe he'll be ready to move on to the earthly phase. So they're prepping Superman to just get rid of his morality and let him just murder a bunch of people. And Brainiac's got a whole squad of his own people. I serve at your leisure, as they all surround Ra's al Ghul and just bow to him. Those guys are, that's crazy, dog. One psychopath Brainiac and then like 4 random Brainiac bots like he used to be. Talia and Ra's leave, but not before saying, damn, I hate these lobotomized clones. And Ra's says, yes, I want this man intact, not like these clones. The son of the demon, I shall assure you. Your instructions are to make the boy see the truth. I am the truth. If Superman wishes to save this world from ruin, its path to salvation lies through me, Ra's al Ghul. Heed the words of he who speaks for the Omega, you wretched, legless freak. This Talia is crazy. She just keeps yelling at Brainiac and being mean to him, and she threatens him with the box. So, I don't know how they got the father box, but it's a big threat to them, because Brainiac's like, keep that thing away from me. So even he's scared of it. They have Soul also in a containment field. He will break, I know he will. With no mind can withstand this level of torture. His protector has been neutralized. His powers weakened by sunlight deprivation. And then here they actually name Kryptonite, one of the clones. Braniac 9 says, some of us thought perhaps Kryptonite might be more efficient for the name. And then he says, okay, cut off your tongue. So we see what this Braniac thinks. He doesn't give a shit about the other Brainiacs. He was treated poorly, so now he treats these Brainiacs poorly. If any of these Brainiacs survive, they'll treat the other ones poorly. It's just a cycle. Brainiac goes up to Kal-El and says, I've read your brain, I've seen your memories, every second of your sad life. Such a tragedy. What happened on Krypton, I can see why you think you want to save these people from self-destruction. But I've been here since 1938, so believe me when I say, once you've let yourself kill a few millions of these helpless sacks, you'll see that's exactly the sort of help these people deserve. So Brainiac's been living among them. I wonder what he's been doing since 1938. Talia al Ghul meets Lois Lane and Jimmy as she kicks Lois Lane in the face, and Lois retorts, are you bored yet, Primus? I sure am. You come to our cell every hour just to kick us around? And then Jimmy starts speaking, kicks Jimmy in the face. What the hell, man? After everything we've seen, all the atrocities Lazarus Corpse committed, how could you betray the Omega Men? It's like, yeah, Jimmy, didn't you know that the Omega Man was a lie? Just the same coin, it's all been a lie. The only truth in this world, little lamb, is that everything is a lie. Talia going crazy. All life is corrupted, and its very atoms, left unintended, humanity will consume itself and everything it touches. All that stands between us, survival, and apocalypse is the hand of the undying shepherd of man, my holy father, Ra's al Ghul. So she created the Omega Men. They are in cahoots. If you didn't know that by the last issue, I don't know, where you been at? Lois goes on, would-be despots with God on their side, how original. You want the rich getting richer, the poor getting angry until the whole system explodes, starting a war that nobody wins. Nobody but the Al Ghuls. Well, yes. I stand at the Father's side as we forge a new world from the flag of the old. A world of order and merit with purpose for all. Once we've thinned the herd by a few useless billions, that's insane. But I am not my father's instrument of change. Superman will be. He will be the one that destroys everybody. That's also crazy. And Talia leaves. I will win. The father box tells me everything. Superman has a breaking point just like anyone. And once he's reached it, you see for yourself, Miss Lane. For his final test will be to kill you both. Day 5. Braniac is standing above Superman. Initiate Phase 4 after he killed 8,577 peacemakers. And Superman breaks free, grabs Braniac by the throat. You killed millions. I have on this world and many others, and when I'm done, so will you. And Superman says, no, just you, as he starts choking Braniac and then lets him go. This is not who I am. Help me. As he looks towards the prisoners, you are prisoners just like me. You deserve life, liberty. Together, we can. And then Braniac shoots up and the program, because this was also just a test. Brainiac's like, yo, check the code, idiots, because he should have killed me without even thinking, but he didn't. Check it again. That Braniac he's talking to goes to do it, and it's like, no. 5, you do it. 7, the one that I'm talking to, cut your eye out. Dude, this guy's insane. And then he looks back at Superman. You're supposed to kill me, you moron. Do you hear me in there? I'm the one with the knives in your brain, tearing you apart. What are you waiting for? Kill me. But Superman's not going to break because Superman is Superman. You understand what that means. He is above man. He stands with his morals. And now we go to day 12. Braniac 5 regrets to inform you that the subject Superman has not progressed past phase 4. Well, this sucks. Are the soul crystals active? So it seems that they're getting some progress out of Soul, at least, as you see like a makeshift face screaming in his containment pod. And then we hear one of them say, we deserve liberty. Oh, one of the Brainiacs is trying to fight back. Who said that? One of you ungrateful traitors. Who said that? And then they stand up. I said it. I did. And then they all stand up. No, it was me. As he grabs a saw, one demerit from each of you. They are inspired by Superman. But then we get to day 14, as they're all dead. He is currently experiencing hour 500 of watching helplessly as I chainsaw my way through my clones. After reviewing security footage, I discovered he'd been secretly communicating with them during the night, speaking so superhumanly soft their brains only registered the sound on a subconscious level. A man who rewrites hardwiring with his whispers and inspires rebellion in the pack of walking toasters. It is a privilege to pillage the brain of a being such as this. I know what you're thinking, but he will progress. I promise you, no matter who has to die. So he is so inspiring that he got these toaster units, quote unquote, these other Brainiacs to help him. Now we cut to somebody landing. Oh, it's General Lane. He lands on the roof. And then they say, beep, sorry, sir, we have to do a secondary check on you. They think he has a weapon, and he's like, I know the drill. It's these prosthetics. I know. And then as he gets down, get ready to take them off, he's like, things the man is willing to do for his family. And then he starts a shooting. And he goes and saves Lois. Do you hear that? Boom, boom, zit, zit. Oh, it's your dad. 14 guards on this floor, 2 exits, southeast. Look to the least defended. I'll take point. Lois, you cover the rear. Let's go. This dude's saving his kid. Getting rid of Lazarus. But before they leave, they said that there's somebody we have to save. We have to go get Superman. Superman's current dream is watching the Peacemakers go and steal the Kent. And then they're like, oh, you Lazarus goons, get off of my property. As they almost stab him, hit him in the face, kick him, etc., beat him up. And then they say, Kal-El, what are you doing? You have to run. And he's like, no, I don't have to do that anymore. As he expands his suit, does a big pulse of energy again. As Raish walks up, bravo, Superman, I knew you could do it. You were sent here for a reason, to save this planet. You can't do that with a little blood on your hands, though. After enduring everything, you deserve this. Free yourself like this. You deserve liberty, my son. Now it's time to get to. And then he just rips off Ra's al Ghul's jaw. He subdues Talia And then his parents look at him. Are you going to kill her? You're so angry, son. I know. But it's going to be all right. Just listen to us. Meanwhile, Braniac is getting shot by Lois. As he says, it's too late. You're too late, Lane. They attempt to free Superman. They don't have much time. And at the door, Lois Lane's dad goes through, falls down, almost dead. Talia says, I want them back in their cells, alive. They keep shooting back. Brainiac's tweaking out. He's mine. Take your hands off of Superman. No, that's not his name. It's Kal-El. But Kal-El is still talking to Martha and John. This should have never happened to us. We should have been together. Lazarus took that from us. They took you. We were wrong to tell you to run. There's no safe place for you anywhere. Not unless you fight for it. I've been trying, but everyone keeps telling me who I'm supposed to be and no one's listening. Well, we know you, Kal-El. We see it all. So believe us when we tell you. We're proud of you in what you've done. So just keep doing it. Get out of there and kill them all. So the new form of torture is having Martha and John Kent tell him to murder everybody. As Superman breaks free, grabs Brainiac's throat, gets Soul, holds up Brainiac, and Brainiac's like, oh, are you going to actually do it? And he crushes his skull, or his neck a little bit more. And Soul's like, nah, we're not doing that. I reactivated. I'm getting us out of here. But he's unable to talk to Kal-El. And we end there on a cliffhanger. That was a pretty good run. I feel like I went by pretty fast, but this is a longer video. Yeah, Absolute Superman's doing good. We need to hop into the other Absolute series. Thank you for listening, watching, enjoying. Peace out.